Welcome to Smart Stock Watch, your go-to channel for in-depth financial analysis. Today is May 20th, 2025, and we're diving into ATRenew's latest earnings report for the first quarter of 2025. ATRenew, a leading platform for pre-owned consumer electronics in China, has just released its unaudited financial results. Joining us today is John, a senior analyst from Smart Stock Watch. John, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. ATRenew's performance this quarter is quite impressive, and I'm excited to break down the numbers and strategic moves with you.
Revenue and profitability overview. Let's start with the top line. ATRenew reported total net revenues of $641.3 million for the first quarter of 2025, marking a 27.5% increase year over year. John, what are the key drivers behind this growth?
The revenue growth is primarily driven by the increased sales of pre-owned consumer electronics through ATRenew's online channels. The National Smartphone Subsidy Program has played a significant role in accelerating consumer adoption of trade-in programs, which in turn boosted sales. Additionally, the launch of their first offline Paijitang flagship store in Shenzhen has contributed to this growth by enhancing their distribution capabilities.
And what about profitability? How has ATRenew performed in terms of income from operations?
ATRenew has shown a remarkable turnaround in profitability. They reported an income from operations of $10 million compared to a loss in the same period last year. On a non-GAAP basis, adjusted income from operations was $15.4 million, up 39.5% from the previous year. This improvement is attributed to strategic partnerships and adaptive pricing strategies that have enhanced their margins.
EPS forecast and analyst expectations. Analysts had forecasted an EPS of 0.3 TRenew, but the company reported an adjusted EPS of 0.7 cents. John, what does this tell us about ATRenew's performance relative to expectations?
This is a significant beat on the EPS front. The actual adjusted EPS of 7 cents is more than double the forecasted through 3 cents. This indicates that ATRenew has managed its operations and costs effectively, surpassing market expectations. The strong revenue growth and improved operational efficiencies have contributed to this outperformance.
Operational efficiencies and future outlook. Let's talk about operational efficiencies. ATRenew's operating costs and expenses increased, yet they managed to improve their income from operations. How did they achieve this?
Despite a 23.7% increase in operating costs, ATRenew has effectively managed its expenses. Fulfillment expenses rose due to increased personnel and logistics costs, but they were offset by a 14.1% decrease in general and administrative expenses, primarily due to reduced share-based compensation. This disciplined approach to cost management has allowed them to improve profitability.
Looking ahead, what is ATRenew's revenue guidance for the next quarter?
For the second quarter of 2025, ATRenew expects total revenues to be between $4.71 billion and $4.81 billion, representing a year-over-year increase of 24.7% to 27.4%. This guidance reflects their confidence in continued growth driven by strategic initiatives and market conditions.
Strategic initiatives and market position. ATRenew has been active in strategic initiatives, including the launch of their Paijitang flagship store. How does this fit into their overall strategy?
The launch of the Paijitang store in Shenzhen is a strategic move to enhance ATRenew's market presence and distribution capabilities. It serves as a B2B front-end distribution center, integrating online and offline channels. This initiative not only strengthens their ecosystem, but also promotes industry standardization and expansion.
They also repurchased shares under their current program. What does this indicate about their financial health and market confidence?
ATRenew repurchased approximately $1.2 million worth of shares, which is part of their broader $50 million share repurchase program. This action demonstrates their strong cash position and confidence in the company's future prospects. It also reflects their commitment to returning value to shareholders.
Key takeaways. In summary, ATRenew has delivered a strong performance in the first quarter of 2025 with impressive revenue growth and a significant EPS beat. Their strategic initiatives and cost management have positioned them well for future growth. John, any final thoughts on ATRenew's investment prospects?
ATRenew's robust financial performance and strategic initiatives make it an attractive investment opportunity. Their focus on expanding their market presence and enhancing operational efficiencies bodes well for sustained growth. Investors should keep an eye on their execution of strategic plans and market conditions.
Thank you, John, for your insights, and thank you to our viewers for tuning in. If you found this analysis helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Smart Stock Watch. We'd love to hear your thoughts on ATRenew's performance in the comments below. Until next time.